Right, so Rumshi, Universe 10's God of Destruction. This one was a little tricky when it really shouldn't have been. You're thinking a full AGL team. Well, you're thinking an AGL team, and it's like you've got Evolution Blue Vegeta and AGL UI Goku. It really shouldn't be an issue. But I actually had a couple issues with this one. Mainly because of his super attack. He just lowers your defense and it just like crushes you if he hits you, if he normals both like a crap ton after it. So this one did take a few tries. Not as hard as like not as many tries as like Beerus or Liquor, but did definitely take a few tries. So, I mean, the units for this team are all units we've seen before. Evolution Blue Vegeta for damage and decent defense, and obviously his godlike leader skill of 170% pure Saiyans. AGL transforming Goku, he's AGL, and well, yeah, he's AGL. I don't know what else to say. This turn I was a little scared. I was afraid of how much damage his group attack would do to transforming Goku, because obviously for most of the I believe with these like AoE sort of group attack things, they generally do more damage than their normals do. So I was a little scared that Goku would take a bit of damage, but I was more scared with the amount of damage that Kale and Caulifla would take. See that they took 70k even after super attacking. So I was determined to make sure they super attacked first, because they would have probably taken more like 90, 100k there. And Goku's still taking damage even after. Maybe he just has a high attack stat, and those group attacks don't actually do more than normals. But either way, I was a little scared in that situation. It was his like really high damaging normals plus his absolutely devastating super attack, which caught me a few times. Like AGL UI Goku got hit a few times, which got me killed. I think that's how, when I was originally doing this event, he caused me a bit of issues as well. You really think he wouldn't though, considering he's STR and you have AGL UI Goku, but it just turns out to be more difficult than you think. So I think I brought both Tech Cauliflas again on this stage. I think at this point in the challenge, I wasn't really too concerned on whether to use both or not. I think I was just sort of like, okay, let's just get the rest of these guys done in as few attempts as possible, because, you know, using all 3 attempts in the day and then having to, you know, wait until the next day to do to try again it's annoying, to say the least. Because, you know, you could just get unlucky 3 times in a row. Like, you know, you could have in one of them you have a really bad opening rotation, and in another one AGL UI Goku gets hit by a super. In another one you just take way too much damage turn 1 or turn 2, and then you're trying to fight the whole fight with like 50k HP. It's just so. This turn was very lucky. The fact that there was no attacks at the start and his like sort of AoE attack wasn't until the end, it meant that I could get Kale and Caulifla to attack. I could put them in slot 1 and just make sure they didn't have to take any damage at all, which was lucky, especially because again they're just not really. Mine are very stubborn. They just refuse to double super like all the time. So even with the dupe and the extra additional, they just never double or triple super. They very rarely do it. So I can't really rely on that to keep me safe. So this turn when I saw this turn, I was like, this has got to be the run, because, you know, it just allowed me to get more stacks in. And then they dodged the normal there, which was, you know, I mean, sure, it might have only been like 50k damage we would have taken, but that's 50k HP that we're saving that, you know, someone else could take and we not get killed for it. So on this turn, I was a little worried about transforming Goku, because I obviously need to get him a super attack, because I think he started in slot 7, so his defense is worse than it should be when he's in Super Saiyan 2. So I was like, made sure that he got a super attack. I was fairly confident that we'd be fine though, because obviously he has type advantage, and he has the damage reduction as well, I believe. So I was thinking even if he got supered in the middle here, he would be fine. Which I don't think he does. But yeah, he's already at double digits. Actually, no, he was. No, he was in turn 2, I believe, and I floated him off. Because he was taking 11k before, but like as we can see there, 160k is, it's not no damage, but it's the damage is not enough to cause a significant. We're not even on the 50% HP yet, and obviously, you know, when we need it, we have Kale and Khalifa's active skill to save us. I was a little annoyed here because I forgot to put active skills back on, and I was wondering whether I should go and I should turn it off for Kefla's, but I decided just screw it. At this point, I was like, you know, a lot of these active skills I've already recorded in other videos, and it's like, who cares? Because I was thinking about whether I should restart the app so I can play UI Goku's active skill, but after thinking about it, I was like, nah. I would just instead, I would just leave it. But I don't think there's a huge amount more to say here. I did definitely have some difficulties with this fight, but it only took me like 3 tries. Maybe it took me 2 days. I'm not 100% sure, because I was just so frustrated with Liquor that like every other fight it just seemed like easy in comparison. Surprisingly, the next fight, Belmod, which is supposed to be the hardest one, I had quite an easy time with it. And I had quite an easy time with it in my original runs as well, with Goku and Frieza. They were just like tearing his HP up. So I didn't have, I was just trying to blitz the event, which originally was working quite well. Because you know, you had the 2 Goku and, I was running a Reps Universe 17 with double Goku and Frieza, and having 2 Easy 8 Goku and Freezers, like one on each rotation, they were just doing just obscene amounts of damage to him. Like it only took a few turns to kill him. I believe I used a different different strategy, you know, different team composition for my final run, but I'm pretty sure Goku and Frieza are still on the team. I think I used Tech Hit again, but I can't quite remember, so I'll have to wait until I record the next video to figure it out. But yeah, at this point the run was basically over. Once you get them below 50% HP, you're probably going to win. I think there was only one fight, and it was against Liquor. There was only one fight against Liquor where I lost when he only had 1 HP bar left, because I got super attacked in the last slot. I can't remember exactly who got super attacked. I think it was Int UI or something like that, but it just got me killed instantly. But in these fights, these God event fights, usually once you're at the end of the fight, like closing in on the end, it's very unlikely that you're going to lose by that point, unless you get really unlucky, or if like, because there are some of these fights where I spent a lot of the fight like really low HP and just like I'm just like skirting around damage a lot of the time. But usually once you get to this point in the fight, it's basically over and you can count it as a win. I was thinking on this turn what to do, because of Kefla. I was scared she would take a bit of damage, but then I realised he has 1.5 HP bars left, and no matter how much damage that like group attack normal will do, it's not going to get us killed. So because no one, I mean, if Tech Kefla got super attacked at the end, she could probably take a lot of damage, but we'd probably die. But I was confident that either Evolution Blue Vegeta here would finish him off, or she would finish him off, or she would, because she has the dodge chance, I think she does have a dodge chance, doesn't she? 50% chance to dodge, something like that. I was confident that she would probably dodge super, and luckily he supers Evolution with Gia, who tanks it decently well, and then I think Kefla finishes it off her. So yeah, all in all, not the worst fight ever, but it wasn't super easy. So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next one.